Microsoft Teams is helping a bicycle company reinvent.
Oh, wait. Oh, he has advertisements.
Yeah, okay. Mel, this guy is not.
So he just kind of like disappeared. We didn't text each other. And I was a little hurt. I'm like, because, I'm needy like that. I'm like, I think I'm just not going to, it's not for me. Well, I'm going to say, I want to have a dialogue, and obviously you don't want, because the whole thing was, why does everything have to be a dialogue? Why does everything have to be a dialogue? That's the word. The name of the song is Why, Cindy.
Yeah. No, he's bi. You can't be with him.
I don't know. I just thought, finally I found somebody that likes now I think I like the song. He's gonna be like, I gotta it's me. Accidentally. So
he's listened to it 47 times.
So I don't know. I just feel it's been a long time. So I think maybe I should just, because he hasn't contacted me. It's been really weird. So I think I should just block him and say, should I tell him, hey, this doesn't sound like it's for me?
No, he's not texting you. There's nothing to do. What are you going to do? Text him and be like, I know you haven't texted me, but we're done? What the heck is that? Just don't respond. Just, if he responds, just be like, yeah, no, sorry, dude.
He said, oh, my music career didn't take off. So
of course it didn't. Like, who leaves the job? A job as an electrician. That's like a bank job. Like, those guys make their money. Who just leaves that to be like a musician on, what's he on, SoundCloud?
Yeah. Well, he's looking for a job in the computer industry.
Oh, yeah, because somebody gave him somebody gave him what? Toner? Like, why? Who leaves their career over a good box of toner?
I hope I'm not. I don't want to accidentally call him. Wouldn't that be funny if we called him? So yeah, I think I'm just, it's not good, huh, you guys?
No, he's got to go, Mel. That's it. Bye-bye with him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That another one bites the dust, but yeah.
You deserve better. And now that COVID's over, stuff's opening up. You like going out. You're going to meet somebody on a trail while you're biking or hiking or.
Right. Well, it did say that then I was walking downtown with my friend and we went by a cosmetology school, and they had those male heads, you could do the hair, practice the hair on it. And I could have sworn that the one male head looked just like my soulmate from Etsy. There you go. You found him. And I thought, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But did you take him home?
Well, he's the perfect guy. I don't have to worry about
for him.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I talked too long about that, but it's done. I just feel like, what a douche.
Speaking of fake boyfriends in the corner.
Yeah.
So what country is it now? I think it's somewhere in South America. So this guy, and I'm pretty sure he lives in the States. He's like some sort of professional fighter, like travels around like fighting and stuff like that. His ex-wife, she still lives whatever country they're from. Her new husband calls him up one day and he's like, buddy, I got to tell you something. This isn't sitting well with me. And I need you to know what's going on. And the guy's like, okay, what's going on? He's like, okay, I'm going to send you a video. So he's like, okay. So he sends him a video of his son. The guy and his like ex-wife, they have a son, a 16-year-old son. He's like, I'm sending you a video of your son. So he watches the video. He's like, okay, fine. And so like, I guess he's talking to the guy on the phone while he's showing him the video. And he's like, your son here, he's dead.
What?
The son has been dead for 2 years. The mother had him embalmed and he's standing up in a corner of their house. And she's been collecting the child support payments from the dad for the last 2 years. So they go on this show. I can't scroll to figure out what country this is. They have like a show. It's kind of like a Judge Judy, I think, but there's like a full audience and stuff like that. But it's like a prosecutor person that's running the show. So they go on there and he's telling all this information because he wants the money back from his ex-wife, like the child support that he's been paying for 2 years. So first, why the hell haven't you talked to your kid for 2 years to know that he's dead? So his story was he's a fighter and he travels for tours, which I think is a BS thing. You can just call him. But the wife, she's like, I'm not giving the money back. She's like, I've used that money to keep his body in tip-top shape in the corner in case you ever come to visit. She's like, I have to buy extra clothes. I have to stay warm because I have to keep my house really cold so the body doesn't go bad.
Oh my God.
So wait, how did she? So was she like? I wonder if she moved the arm and just like, okay, here's your drink, and put it up to his face.
I don't know if he was getting. I don't know if he was getting pictures all along, but the new husband is like living there with this dead guy standing in the corner. So, hold on.
What? Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. I'm making the video because you need to know about this. He's your son.
The video. So I wonder, my God, I wonder if she had him, like she moved his arms or something, or his head. That's awful. I wonder how he died, the kid.
So when he was 8, supposedly he was diagnosed with some breathing issue, and they said he was only going to live a couple of months, and he wound up like living a really, really long time. Choking back the tears, she alleged that he was diagnosed with eosinophilia when he was 8, and that the dad knew that and never supported her and the son. Well, clearly, because the guy's looking for his 10 grand back, he was supporting her. She said he didn't want to be buried or cremated, and that he wanted to be by her side. That's why she had him embalmed. She was only respecting his dying wishes.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
People are crazy.
Freaking insane.
Oh my gosh.
So more crazy parents. Remember what's her name? That Gypsy Rose chick that like
yes,
her mom?
Yes.
So there's another one now.
Oh, mother's been doing the Munchausen type of thing.
Yeah, so she faked the daughter's illness, same sort of thing, like told the dad like all these stories, and she's got full custody, and the dad can't have any medical say, so he can't see any of the medical records and stuff. So I didn't go through all of it figuring out what the big thing was. She was doing like GoFundMe's to get like houses paid for and trips paid for, like the same thing as the other chick. But the really freaky thing about this one is for 3 years, this kid has been in therapy. So the mother told the therapist, listen, she's dying, so I want her to have therapy. So she's like comfortable with the idea that she's going to die. So this therapist has been like, I don't know, what's the word? Teaching, therapizing, like getting this kid ready to die for 3 years, and she's not dying. So now the therapist is pregnant, and the mom's like, well, things aren't good. So like, if you're just going to go on mat leave and leave her, she's probably going to be dead, by the time you get back. And that's when the therapist was like, wait, what? Like, that's when the therapist clued in, and she was like, something's not right here after 3 years.
Yeah.
And so now the whole thing's blown open, and the kid's in like other care. She didn't kill her mom, but holy crap. So this got me thinking, all these stories are all over the news for this sort of stuff. Do you think this makes it a bigger problem? Like with the Gypsy Rose one, like how many parents would have thought about doing something like that? Like pawning their kid out for all kinds of free crap. Well, now Missy here, she's like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. We're going to Disney World. So yeah. I'm just wondering, like, these stories in general, should they not be like talked about so other idiots don't get the idea to do it?
I know, like I know, but
I like the salacious part, but then part of me is like,
but they made the whole movie about Gypsy Rose, so yeah, I don't know.
This is what I have to say.
You gotta make that our
Jingle.
new
opener.
Yeah.
everything have to be a dialogue? Okay, sorry, I had to do it. Why does everything have to be a dialogue? Okay.
So you guys, I'm on a huge lesbian page, right? With a bunch of different lesbians, and they all post on there all freaking day. But my favorite post, which I sent to you, Mel, was she's on an awesome do-it-yourself page for women. In short, this page is a bunch of married straight women posting questions about projects their husbands left unfinished, which then are answered by lesbians. So everybody's like, what's this group? So I'm like, yeah, what's this group? So I go there because I'm thinking, like, is this really a bunch of lesbians answering questions for these straight women? But it's not exactly what the page is about. The girl who posted this seriously thinks that this is what it's about. So I was laughing because, Mel, you said it's true that you had a lesbian couple that lived next door to you when you first moved to California, right?
Yep.
And what was your thing? Your alternator broke, and Diane, one of the lesbians, showed you how to buy a new one, and you installed it?
Yes.
Okay, that is amazing. Okay, so she belongs on the lesbian Let Me Help a Straight Lady page.
Is that the name of it? Let Me Help a Straight Lady?
No, but that's what I'm naming it. Like, that's what I'm calling this, right? It's like, can you
start a group called that?
I am. I'm going to be like, dear lesbians, please help out a straight woman. And it's probably not with oral, but, more with tools, not power tools, that kind. But then you also had told me that, what else did you learn?
Okay, so I was 23, moved to California, was married to my first husband, who was Pakistani Afghani. Okay, yes, I have a bad history. We were college sweethearts. We moved to California, and he did not like me hanging out with two women who are lesbian, right?
Okay, and he was jealous.
Over there, yeah. And so, to back it up a little bit, I had no idea at age 23 what the rainbow flag was. I just had no idea. One time, their names were Sam and Diane, and we were driving. They happened to work with me, right, at the job. I'm like, isn't that a small world? So I would ride back and forth with them in Sam's car. And so one time we were in the car, I was in the car with her, and these idiots, these young cis males, were driving, and they're like, beep, beep. Are you two lesbians? And I'm like, what the fuck? Why do they say? And I said, what? Why do they think we're lesbians? That's ridiculous. Just because two women are in a car and they're like, beep, beep. And I'm like, what the hell? And I got mad. And my friend, I passed by and she gave him the bird, right? She flipped him off. And she goes, well, Melanie, I'm a lesbian. I go, oh, no big deal. She goes, well, there's a rainbow flag in the back of my car. And that's probably why I did that. And I'm like, what's a rainbow flag?
Oh, my God.
I knew the rainbow flag was 23 years old. So then.
Are you Mel?
I had no idea at 23.
All right, go ahead.
So then, so what happened? The alternator thing. So my ex was, both of my second husband was a little bit better with stuff, but not really fixing things. So my alternator went out, and Diane says, oh, I've always wanted to learn how to fix that. I said, cool. Okay. I like doing that stuff. So we got it. And then another guy helped us, a man helped us. And she's like, I got a buddy that could help me. And we were outside in the back of the apartment complex. And we put the freaking alternator in by ourselves. He showed her.
Good for you.
I was like, so then, my ex he was controlling. He would be like, when you coming home? You've been there too long. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. He was really controlling. He was abusive. So then when we ended up getting divorced, my ex was, I can't believe I'm living this life. He was in Pakistan with his family. And I was like, I found out he was having an affair. My ex-husband, he had numerous affairs. Right. So I moved out when he was there. And so I was by myself moving out furniture. Well, here comes Sam and Diane. They helped me move all that damn furniture. Me and the two lesbians carrying my mattress, my dressers down the thing. And they, and I always said, I know someday when something happens to me, I'm going to help somebody else move. So I've done that. You know what I mean? But if it wasn't for the two of them, I would not be, I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to move. I probably would have. So yeah, it's good to know two women, you know, but
Definitely.
yeah, so I